Caffeine is life, but it's timing everything. You roll out the bed, timing into the kitchen, and to slam back that first cup. You feel the buzz. The world seems brighter. Could these morning rituals be throwing your hormones into chaos? When you drink coffee, caffeine races into your bloodstream that blocks adenosine receptors, making you feel alert. It also triggers the adrenal glands to release cortisol, the stress hormone that peaks naturally upon waking. These cortisol awakening responses help you get out of the bed, but blasting the nervous system with a caffeine before breakfast sends an extra surge. In a one-controlled trial, healthy adults given caffeine in the morning showed a significant spike in cellular cortisol across the day, even in those who regularly consume caffeine. Tolerance blunted the initial doses after days of habitual intake. On an empty stomach, caffeine's hormonal fireworks can be harsh. Cortisol surges can suppress other hormones, like insulin and the growth hormones. They can crank up blood sugar and make you feel worried. They can also signal your body that you are stressed, even when you are not. And chronic stress means higher baseline cortisol, which has its own problem: belly fat, immune suppression, and sleep disturbances. Meanwhile, caffeine on an empty stomach doesn't just mess with the cortisol, it can also tweak ghrelin, the hunger hormone, making you feel ravenous later and less satisfied. You might notice jitter, a racing heart, or an empty stomach ache soon after coffee. That's cortisol and adrenaline at work. They trigger the fight or flight response, even thought you are just checking your email. What about blood sugar? In the randomized crossover study with young adults, drinking a strong caffeinated coffee about an hour after waking impaired glucose tolerance by nearly 50% compared to no coffee. Their peak glucose and insulin levels were significantly higher when caffeine preceded their first meal. In simple terms, your body struggled to process sugar efficiently until you ate. Emil felt lightening before breakfast. This could be why. Drinking coffee before breakfast doesn't just spike cortisol, it can throw off your body clock too. Your circadian rhythm relies on the time food cues to regulate melatonin and the cortisol cycles. When caffeine arrives before nutrient is signaled daytime at the wrong moment, delaying melatonin decline and pushing back your sleep drive. Over days, this dysynchronization can lead to daytime fatigue, mood swings, and weakened immune responses. In essence, you're trickling your internal clock and paying the price in a compromised hormonal harmony. What happens if you keep doing this? The sign hints at trouble. Acute caffeine ingestion consistently. Reduce insulin sensitivity by shifting glycemic homeostasis toward hyperglycemia. In a systemic review and a meta-analysis, healthy subjects show a large decrease in insulin sensitivity immediately after caffeine intake. Over time, repeated spike in the cortisol and the blood sugar could set the stage for insulin resistance. Meanwhile, skipping or delaying breakfast itself impairs insulin sensitivity and worsens fasting lipid profiles. In a crossover trial, omitting breakfast led to higher fasting total and LDL cortisol, and LDL cholesterol and blunted post-meal insulin responses compared to eating breakfast on time. Delaying your first meal until after coffee could compound these effects. Delaying your first meal until after coffee could compound these effects. Early morning coffee and an empty stomach can significantly alter your gut flora. Caffeine stimulates gastric acid secretion, which lower pH and favors acid-tolerant bacteria, like Firmicutes and other beneficial bacteroides. This imbalance is linked to increased gut permeability, systemic inflammation, and even mood disorders via the gut-brain axis. Over time, a dysbiotic microbiome can exacerbate metabolic issues, further hindering insulin sensitivity and a lipid metabolism. In short, the gut consequences of a pre-breakfast caffeine add another layer to the hormone disruption story. Your hormone follow a precise rhythm. Cortisol should peak in the morning, taper off by midday, and stay low at night. Insulin should rise in the response to meals, not the stress signals. Ghrelin should prompt breakfast, and leptin should say you've had enough after. Coffee before breakfast triggers occurs at each of these. It triggers cortisol release when it's already high. You will put post-meal insulin action before you even eat. You spike hunger hormones and suppresses satiety signals. It's like revving your car engine in a natural lap, trying to shift it to first gear. It just grinds. Ever wondered why you feel ravenous an hour after the first cup? Or why your afternoon energy crashes feel worse on days you skip breakfast altogether? Could your morning coffee habits be behind your midday blues? When your hormones misfire, your mood, metabolism, and energy follow suit. Waiting until after breakfast to drink coffee can help. Let your body finish its natural cortisol surge. Give insulin and regulatory hormones their first cue from real food, not caffeine. Eat a balanced meal. Protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Then enjoy coffee. This way, caffeine still boosts alertness without hijacking your stress response or blood sugar control. You get the best of both worlds: a stable metabolic foundation and that precious caffeine kick. Caffeine is not the enemy, but timing matters. Drinking coffee before breakfast can amplify cortisol, improve glucose tolerance, and nudge your hormones out of balance. If you value steady energy, metabolic health, and hormonal harmony, consider a new rule. Wait to brew until after you chew. Your hormones and your whole body will thank you.